Hello everyone! So, welcome to another weekly update. Like I said, I wanted to try to start doing these updates at least once a week so you guys know what's going on in life and you know what's going on the channel and with our adventures. Oh, and today it's so beautiful. I just had to bring you guys outside next to the lake so you guys could just see how gorgeous this is. If it's really windy, I apologize. It's just so pretty. I just couldn't resist showing off just this beautiful day. Oh my goodness, it smells like autumn now. It smells like autumn. It just feels like autumn. And there's been so many changes going on the channel lately. And I wanted to be able to talk to you guys about that, but this is who we are. As the Pixel Biology community, is we're not only the games and the stories and the series, but we're also the outdoors. We're also the real world. We're also this absolutely fantastic passion for the natural world that I really adore sharing with you guys. From the bottom of my heart, I love that. And we haven't really been doing Specimen Saturdays or Expedition Sundays lately because I've been so caught up in trying to get a whole bunch of new projects on the channel going. And I've been okay with that until today. Until I came outside and I started finding mushrooms and I started finding like just the beauty of the sun coming down through the leaves again, and it reminded me that that is what we are, is this unified passion for the natural world from people all over the world. It's about expanding your guys' interest beyond just cats and dogs and horses and dinos to everything. And so many of you comment so often, and I can't tell you what that does for my heart, for my spirit, for my sense of purpose in the world and in myself, to see people who comment and or write me or email me or tweet me and they let me know, hey, I look at the whole natural world differently because of what you have talked about and because of the way you get so excited about plants and animals and just a beautiful day. So thank you, because that's what we're here for, is as a community, is to share that passion, to nurture it, to try to expand your mind through our stories and just through our interests. And every now and then I think it's really important to go outside and just recharge, and well, recharge in whatever way makes you feel like your creativity is replenished. And for me, that is coming out on a beautiful day and just being in the woods. I'm actually in the park. Like I said, if the wind is really strong, I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm actually in the park, so if you hear lots of dogs and kids in the background, that's because they're enjoying this beautiful day too. It's not autumn yet here in the US, but it's really starting to feel like it is. It's actually pretty chilly today. But yeah, that's just kind of what's going on here. And just to touch base, I had been okay without doing Expedition Sundays and Specimen Saturdays for a while because I'm trying to kind of really charge in for a whole bunch of new projects. But today I just wanted to get out here and show you guys how pretty it is, and like all the mushrooms and cute little things that are growing everywhere. There was a little turtle on this log. I was going to try to get him in the video, but he noped out of here, so he wasn't going to have anything to do with us. But yeah, so updates. Like I said, I'm going to try to do weekly update videos now just to keep you guys in the flow with everything that we're doing, especially because we are tackling like over a dozen series right now. That's a lot. That's a lot. I might start trying to scale back, but the problem is I love telling stories in all those series, so it's really hard to pick, well, which one might get axed, which one might get moved. And actually, speaking of series that were previously kind of put to the side on hiatus, the break from Pixelmon is really helping me. I'm not ready to start thinking about, you know, returning to the Pixelmon series or reviving Pixelmon Ranger just yet, but I am feeling better about the whole series and the idea of one day returning to Pixelmon. So don't despair. I know I get that so often. Where's Pixelmon? Where's Pixelmon? It's on hiatus, which means it's on pause, it's on hold, because I just don't have the creative energy for it at the moment. But taking a break and recharging and getting some new skills and new ideas can do amazing things for when you need to dive into a project. So it's kind of funny because I didn't think I'd ever want to touch Pixelmon again, to be honest, but I've been thinking about it more lately. But on that note, I've also been thinking more about the other projects that we have coming up, which includes the role-playing series. So last update video, we talked a lot about the role-playing series and how they're very, very hard, and how I was feeling a little overwhelmed at trying to do one on the scale you guys were asking for, because that's a big deal. That's a lot of work to do a roleplay series. You have to do a lot of extra dialogue writing, you have to do a lot of extra planning, and it just felt really overwhelming at the moment. But the more I think about it, the more I just feel like actually that's kind of where my skills really are, is in doing storytelling and role-playing and uniting it with the love of the natural world the way that I always love to do. So I started dabbling a little bit in how to set up the mods and get everything working for the roleplay ideas, and zoo crafting actually, because I realized why throw away the amazing server, the amazing world, the characters, and the stories we already have. So what I'm thinking is going to happen are a few things. We have a major role-playing series, a brand new series coming up that I'm building a whole new world for. It's going to be pure roleplay. You know, a little bit of missions and projects and quests that will involve survival elements, but pretty much pure roleplay. And it'll be kind of semi-scripted, which means like I'll have a basic idea of what we're going to do, but otherwise we're just going to run with it and we'll just see what we get into, like what we really enjoy. But it's definitely going to involve animals. It's going to involve building a town, kind of both those things. I've been posting sneak peek pictures on our Twitter, so if you want to see the sneak peek pictures, then you can follow our Twitter. And for those of you who are like, but Seri, I don't have a Twitter, don't panic, you guys. You don't have to have a Twitter to look at people's Twitter. That's not the way it works. You don't have to be signed up to see it. So you can just click on our Twitter link. They're in every video description. Or they're like on the main channel page, and there's a little icon on the channel art that you can click on. It'll take you to our Twitter, and you can look there and see updates. You can see, like, I was really sick with a fever this time last week. I was practically delirious, laying in bed all day with a horrible fever. Darling took wonderful care of me, by the way. But I wasn't able to get those updates out because, like, and the episodes were late, and there was actually a day we didn't have any zoo crafting because I was really sick. And those of you who follow the Twitter knew that, and you knew not to panic about zoo crafting being missing. So yeah, check the Twitter, lots of fun updates. And there is a pure roleplay series that's going to come out. It, like I said, involves animals, involves building up the town. We may bring in magic elements in the future, but it's still kind of in the planning stages. So I'm having a lot of fun with that, though. It takes a long time to prepare, so I'm not even going to give you guys a date. I'm not even going to tell you when I think it might be out, because it's still like in the rough draft stages of an idea. It's not worth doing anything more than letting you guys know that I've heard your request. I think that a roleplay series suits my skills and my passion very well, and I would love to give it a try. So there's that. And the other thing is there's one other major roleplay series that's a huge surprise that I'm going to stay quiet on because it's like a gamble. I've never seen anyone do anything like it. I don't know if it would work, but I think you guys would eat it up if it did work. So there's a second roleplay series, pure roleplay, what I'm looking into and thinking about doing that I think you guys would really like, but that's all I'm going to tell you about that. Again, it involves animals, so there's a predictable theme in all of these things. Amazing. It's almost like our whole channel is themed around a passion for animals and nature and plants and things like that. City building too, Sims occasionally. But yeah, it's almost like that's what our whole channel's about. But yeah, so there's that. And then the third roleplay series sort of ideas that I'm playing with right now is that we will bring in more roleplay elements into zoo crafting. Woo, wind! Oh, it's the autumn breeze. It's so nice, you guys. I love it. I love it. But yeah, the third element is that we might bring in more roleplay elements into zoo crafting, which you've already seen. I actually tried that out yesterday with JJ because I accidentally traded that collie. For those of you guys who haven't seen it, I accidentally traded a collie in a single-use safari net to Iverson, and like, people freaked out. I freaked out. I was like, no, that was the collie I was going to name Devin, and it was going to be Pine's mate, and what did I do? So we fixed it. We fixed it by bringing in some roleplay elements with JJ, one of the sons that I have in our Minecraft zombie cured people village, the Zomberry village. And yeah, we managed to make that really fun, and a lot of you guys have already responded to that saying that you absolutely loved it, that we added in just that little extra layer of dialogue and roleplay, and I loved it. I ate it up. It was so much fun to do. It wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, just different and new on setting it up, on like the behind the scenes part of things. So yeah, we're gonna be doing more about that. Sorry, the wind is so cold, it just like distracted me for a second. Maybe I should have worn a jacket today. I think summer short sleeves is over. But yeah, you'll see more of that, and I'm actually thinking about starting another series, like a side series alongside zoo crafting, where we do more like big roleplay events, but I'm not sure if I want to do a side series or if we'll just kind of transition so that zoo crafting is both kind of roleplay elements and still the zoo survival building. So we'll see, because I feel like if I did the roleplay elements, that would give me the ability to get more done. And I know that plant collecting and gardening and all those things are really fun, and I enjoy them from time to time. But it would be fun to have a little bit more progress too, and to have stories unfolding, and to have like researcher NPCs move in, to have maybe like a bit of a town build up more around Zoodesia, to visit other places in the world and meet other cultures, meet other people, go on little quests, but still kind of keep to the main theme of that we're building up our zoo and trying to take care of animals. So those are things I'm thinking about, and as always, I'm very sensitive to the cold wind. My goodness. I'm very sensitive to you guys and what you think about those changes. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, you can talk about them. That's what these updates are for. You can talk about them in the comments below, keeping a dialogue. I read every single comment out there, even if I do not have the time. Yeah, there's just no time to reply to all of them, but I read them. And by the way, a lot of you guys, I would say probably 40% of the people who comment, you guys don't have your comments enabled on Google+. And even though Google+ is no longer attached to YouTube, if you don't enable your comments on Google+, I can't reply to you. So there's been a lot of you really sweet people who leave comments, and I can't reply because there's no ability to reply to you. With the little reply button, it's not there, because you need to go to Google+ and fix that. So keep that in mind, double check that. It's very easy to do, just double check it if you're able to. I'll even try to put a link to how to do it in the video description if that helps some of you guys. And let me think, anything else? Well, you guys have been begging and begging and begging, a good chunk of you, for Wolf Quest, and we've did 2 litters in Wolf Quest, but I will admit I'm kind of curious to see if I can survive with more than 1 puppy, so we're going to be doing a 3rd litter in Wolf Quest. And Wolf Quest is actually one of the most successful series on our channel, which really surprised me. Oh, the wind, here comes again. But that really surprised me because it's a really fun little game, but it's kind of, you know, it's the same thing every single litter. But we may be doing a few litters in the future if it continues to have so much support. If there's like that much support on Wolf Quest all the time, then I'll probably continue with a few litters, or we'll change things up. I may or may not have some super special secret major big ideas about what to do with Wolf Quest that I might have planned, maybe. So we'll see. If you guys like the series, then leaving comments especially, or sharing it with your friends, helps me to gauge like which one, because like I said, we have over a dozen series. It helps me gauge which one to put my time into. So let me think. Anything else? Let's see, Wolf Quest, yeah, Pixelmon Break has really been helpful. I'm not exhausted thinking about it anymore. Role-playing, And yeah, I've been having so much fun with Viva, Pinata, and Harvest Moon Magical Melody. We are going to be doing all of the Harvest Moon and Rune Factory games. I know I've mentioned that a lot, but I'll mention it again because I think it's going to be fun. We will be eventually doing all of the Harvest Moon and all of the Rune Factory games that exist, even if I have to save up money and buy the super duper expensive 3DS emulator, because I love Harvest Moon and Rune Factory. They were my favorite games next to Sims when I was younger, and they really saw me through a lot of my life, and they really just gave me a very peaceful, happy place to go to all the time. So I'm really excited about the idea of sharing those with you through all of the different series and seasons. So yeah, please feel free to, if you enjoy the Harvest Moon and Rune Factory series, give a little bit of support to the Harvest Moon series that is going, and you know, just toss in your suggestion for a bachelor or bachelorette, and then we will be moving on to all of the other games as time goes on too. So we have years yet to keep working, so it's going to be fun moving through all those series. Anything else? Horsehaven just had a really awesome update. New town has opened up in Germany. You'll see it probably not this week, but next week, because I got excited and recorded ahead a little bit. But you will be seeing the new town in Germany. It's really cool. I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, Specimen Saturday, Exhibition Sunday hasn't been around, but they'll probably be coming back because the weather's gotten a lot nicer. It's not the humidity of death here anymore. And I miss having them on the series, I will admit that. Yeah, new series coming out, new things happening. I hope you guys are enjoying school. I can tell you're back in school because of the comments and because of where the views go. It's kind of fun because I can see like summer, everybody's here, then everyone's back in school, and the weekends, everyone's back again. And it kind of is fun to see it. So you guys who are in school, study hard. Even if the lessons seem really boring or like they don't make sense, you'd be amazed at the way different subjects can connect if you manage to think about them. The more you learn, the more you expand your mind, and the more opportunities you give yourself for what you really want to do. I promise you that that class that you really hate, getting a good grade in it, or at least trying to learn something of value in it, will help you do whatever you want to do in the future. I play video games for a living right now, which is very surreal to say, but I couldn't do it if I don't have my big background in biology. And I couldn't do that, like the YouTube thing, if I probably wouldn't do it as well if I didn't have my background in a computer programming class that I took on the lark. Yeah, so you don't know how those things are going to connect up together, and I think my creative writing class really contributed to everything from high school. So, you know, you just have no idea how they're going to connect together. Or even my like chemistry class that I didn't do very well in taught me how to work with people who I normally wouldn't like. There's a guy I didn't like in the class, but I learned how to work really well with him because he was a good teacher in chemistry. And so even though we weren't really friends, we learned how to work well together, and that helps so much in the future when you learn how to work constructively with people that you normally wouldn't get along with. And it's so windy and kind of chilly. So long story short, no matter what it is in school, try to do your best. Because it's not about pleasing the teachers, it's not about pleasing your parents, it's not about pleasing like your grades, it's not about doing good in any of those arenas as much as it is about giving yourself the skills and experience for your whole life to do what you really want. And the more skills and the better experience you give yourself, the harder you work, the more opportunities you'll have in the future in ways that you never imagined. So don't slack off on something just because you hate it now, because I promise you it'll help you in the future if you do really well in it. So that's my little school rant. Gotta give you guys a school rant. And I think that's everything. So if you guys have more questions or comments, or you want to talk about something, leave them down in the comments below. Like I said, I'm going to try to do more frequent weekly update videos. Oh, and then some of you guys have been asking me about Steven Universe and what I think about Steven Universe. So I wasn't sure if you just wanted like a quick little like Thursday night short video about like the latest episodes or what I thought, because some of you, like a little dialogue thing where we could all talk in the comments about what we thought about it. I would not do a reaction video with the actual like video in it, because that's not right, you guys. That's literally stealing from those creators, even if there's no audio to it. I wouldn't do like clips from the actual series, but I wouldn't mind doing just like a cute little Thursday night short little vlog video where we could talk about it. So if you guys are interested in that, I know we have a lot of Steven Universe fans in our community, and I really love the show, and I think it has some really great values and some depth to it that I would have never guessed when I first started watching it. And I think it'd just be a fun way to kind of connect with the community. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. And I can't think of anything else other than how cool some of these mushrooms are. I'm going to show you guys this really cool big giant mushroom over here, and then we'll go and I will get back on my walk and see you guys later. So let's go look at this mushroom, because he's a cool mushroom. Oh, there's a little mushroom right here too. Look at this. Hi, little guy. You're such a cutie patootie mushroom. Oh my goodness. Alright. And here's the log where the turtle was earlier. And he meandered off. Alright, and right down here, the big mushroom. Look at him, you guys. Isn't he such a big mushroom? He's so cool. He is so cool. And you can see somebody has been eating him. There's actually like bite marks right there. That is neat. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful weather. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. And like I said, just anything you want to talk about. we're a pretty amazing community, and I've seen so many friendships and so much kindness and support spring up between the people in the comments, because we have a natural shared love of this planet. And don't ever forget that, you guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and remember, stay curious, you guys. Bye-bye.